as you have taught us, this is a model of where we are now. If we follow this trajectory with these same data points, this is what's going to happen in December. 3,000 deaths a day, okay? That's 9/11 level of loss, okay? It's impossible to imagine
every day
the shock to our system, okay, from that. But we're not just sitting ducks, you know, in that way. I mean, we do have some power right now to bring those numbers down, right? I mean, they also looked at what the numbers would look at if there were a 95% compliant rate. So if 95% of the country wore masks, what our numbers would look like.
Yeah, I mean, and so our numbers would be significantly improved if we had sort of universal mask wearing, right? So instead of 410,000 people dying, it would be closer to 288,000. So, Allison, you know, it's interesting though. How does one look at those numbers? You know, I get that should be an obvious clarion call for people to wear masks. I got to tell you though, after so many months of reporting on this, it's still shocking to me that that's the best possibly that we can do right now is that 100,000 still more people would die, even if we at this point said we are totally going to buckle down and do the right things. There's no way this country is going to do it. I mean, you know, I don't know what it takes at this point to actually say, hey, look, you could be part of a movement that could save more than 100,000 lives if you simply put 2 ear loops around your ears, and you could help save your neighbors' lives, your community's lives, people you don't even know, and people are saying, you know what, screw it, I'd rather not. Where are we? I mean, you know, people said in the beginning this isn't an existential threat, and they were referring to the virus, which I think is still true because obviously there's places around the world that have been able to control this. What I'm starting to feel is the existential threat is the human behavior. I mean, I'm discouraged and frustrated by that. I mean, I hate for people to wake up to that this morning, but what are we doing here at this point? Everyone's like, I want the purple pill, right? That's the vaccine. I'm just gonna wait for that. Well, you know what? It may not be here for a while, and that doesn't mean you've got to stop doing all the things that we know will work. Other countries are essentially vaccinated right now, right? Not because they have a vaccine, but because they did these things. They are back to normal. They've reduced their death rates into the dozens or hundreds, not the hundreds of thousands. I think we really are having a reckoning with regard to just basic human decency in this country at this point.